Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody just calm down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It has been a minute. Been a little while since I managed to get a video on with a few things that have been on. We were away at Cheltenham Festival, enjoying the horses and so on. Big news to come back to though. Footium next week launches Phase 2 of beta for the game. This guy is in it, so I'll be bringing my club, Penn City, to the party. And I'm going to tell you all about what to expect with beta, especially now that it's rolling out slowly but surely to everyone who wants to be part of it, that owns a club. We'll touch on what's new with the game and also the content that's going to be coming forward as well. So before we get right into it, drop a like if you enjoy the video. That will help other people to find it and see it as well. That subscription button is there if you want to see more Footium videos. If you look back, I have done several Footium videos before, all sorts of guides and content. Expect more of that, as well as updates on how my clubs are doing. And finally, my Twitch channel, which is where you can come on Tuesday next week to see the first glimpse of this Phase 2 beta with all the new changes and improvements made by the dev team before they rolled out the testing to all of us, basically. So drop a follow on my Twitch channel and come along 6 PM start for kickoff on Tuesday evening. However, the clocks go forward in the UK this weekend. Bear that in mind, you don't want to miss it. So I'll go live around about half an hour before, about 5:30 in the evening, Tuesday night UK time. We will have a look around the game. We'll have a look around all the new UI as well, which I've got some pictures for you to show later on, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get straight into things, shall we? A little bit of housekeeping before we get right into things. If you have not watched any Footium guides as yet, if you don't know what Footium is, I'll give you a very brief description. It is a football management game where you own your club. It's in the form of an NFT. You manage that club that you own. It's based in the Ethereum cryptocurrency blockchain right now. It will be rolling out to other chains over the course of this year and into next year. Best thing you can do is go back to watch my previous guides on it. I'll drop them in one of the two corners up there if you want to go and watch them first. There is a playlist there for you to have a look at as well. It will be linked in the description with all sorts of information. But it's all getting very real and I am getting very excited. So I've been waiting for the development team to make the necessary changes. They've also made some staff additions, which has delayed things as well. We were expecting to be live launched by now. The plan from the team is an April or May full launch for the game, but anyone who wants to get into beta will be onboarded onto it before this. How do you do that? If you own a club already, or if you don't own one, you will need to buy one to get into the beta. Go onto the Discord. In the links, there is a form that you fill out that just simply says beta participation form. Put your details in there. Only one club you can get into it, so you can manage multiple clubs in the testing, and then we'll be good to go. I will be showing you several of my games. I'll definitely be live for the first one, possibly for others. I'll record them all as we go. But what to expect when you get in is a big question. So I've had a word with the guys. They've been working on several things in the background. Obviously the usual bug fixes have been implemented. There are in-game substitutions and changes now, which wasn't always the case. So you can now make tactical changes on the fly, you can make your subs on the fly. It just adds another layer of complexity to a very early stage build of the game. You have a little bit more flexibility in your tactical decisions as well. They've added more options in there. And more than that, they're just getting the game to a point where it's been ready and polished to launch in terms of the match engine itself. It is still a commentary based update section in the live match screen. That will become a 2D engine at some point this year. The aim is to make that eventually become a 3D engine as well. I personally will probably stick to the 2D because it strikes me as a very traditional style CM champ manager build from back in the day, and I love that about it. But we will see. Other things you need to know about beta: it is on the Ethereum testnet, which means you'll be given a bunch of fake ETH. I'm afraid that you can't sell for real money, apologies. But you can use that to buy and sell players, to experience the transfer market, which has also been fleshed out in the last couple of months. You can do trades between clubs that are in there. Your club will not be in its actual league during the beta testing, so this is really important to understand. You'll be thrown into a league with random other clubs from different levels in the game. You'll be given a random squad of 20 players. Those players will not exist on full launch, so it gives you the flexibility to test, to try things out, to have a play around with different things. You can learn before you get into the real thing, which is going to be really useful for people that obviously want to move up the levels or to improve their squad and ultimately make a success out of their time in Footium. So what else do you need to know? Well, while I was recording this, just finishing things up, I've had to add in a little bit extra because Sam has dropped a screenshot of the new UI, which looked much better than what we saw previously on the test runs. So it is really clean, it is very Football Manager-esque style, Champ Manager-esque. It gives you everything you need at a snapshot. You can get into anywhere you need to go from there. I am a massive fan of this, and I can't wait to give it a test run myself. A couple other very quick updates as well. There are less clubs available to buy on OpenSea than I have ever seen as well. Now that things are beginning to pick up, the price of them had got quite low for a while. For a large part of this week, kind of just coming into this week, you could pick up a club for 0.16 Ether. That is now gone, and I don't think we're going to get back there as the game launches, assuming it does well. The floor price at the time of recording is just under 0.28 Ether for a Division 8 club, but if I have a quick look and give you an up-to-date idea of where we stand, you only have 20 Division 8 clubs available, of over 1,500 of them. You have 16 Division 7 clubs, 12 Division 6, 7 in Division 5 and 2 in Division 4. There is not a single club available in the top 3 tiers to buy unless you go and approach people privately and try to do a deal that way. So 57 clubs listed for sale on OpenSea. Everyone's ready to go. No one's looking to sell up. It is getting very interesting that of over 3,060 clubs, if I remember rightly, that are in this full pyramid, less than 60 can be bought at this point in time. If you are thinking about buying a club at this point, if you're thinking about jumping in, hold that thought. Don't do it without a little bit of research. I am not qualified to give financial advice, as you guys know. Very few people in this are. So what my recommendation to you guys would be, and the link will be below, join the Discord. In that Discord, there are lots of people of varying opinions, varying understandings of Footium and also of NFT projects as a whole, that will all give you a wide range of their thoughts, what they're looking at doing, that will help you not only to do your research on the game itself and on the clubs. You can ask questions directly of the development team and of the community team, but you can also get a picture of what other people's plans are and formulate what you want to do before you jump in. It's really important you do that and you don't jump in without planning ahead and then realise you can't potentially afford what you want to do in terms of buying players and buying your club. You want to start at an appropriate level if you are buying in as well, so considering all the implications of the risk of relegation, the benefits of promotion, how hard it will be to get promoted, all of these need to be considered, as well as simply the market. Will you be looking to buy players, or will you be relying on the 10 players that your club will produce every year? You will still need to pay to mint those players if you want them to get in a long-term contract, because if you don't mint them, they'll only be there for 3 seasons, 3 months, and then they'll disappear again. So all of these things must be in your mind while you're making this decision on whether you want to join us and take part. Last little cheap plug though, if you are not quite sure, you're not quite sold on Footium as yet, and you'd rather wait and see how the game fully launches before diving in, I'm here to help. I have my community club, Ketran Villa. The link for this will also be in the description below. I am recruiting community managers. All of you will unite to manage, say, 2, 3, 4 games a season. We will see where the club ends up. If the club starts moving up the levels, you can then use that to either get more managerial gigs, maybe even get potentially paid ones where you share prize money, or if we earn prize money through Ketran Villa, I'll share it around. I'll share it between the people who have managed to get us promoted. for example. So if you want to have a go, a try before you buy, you could say, which isn't very common when it comes to NFT gaming, get on there, fill that form in. I will be in touch over the next probably 2-3 weeks to let you know what's happening, and we will go from there. Let's see what happens. Otherwise, let me just finish off a very excited video, you probably tell, by giving you an idea of what to expect from me over the next week or so. There will be further content to come that isn't just me talking about how excited I am about what's going on. So, Tuesday, live stream, Twitch. You will see the game in action. You can be in the chat, talking away, telling me to look at things you want to see yourself. We can have a little explore of it. We can assess the match engine and how the game is looking at this point. Wednesday, I will upload stream highlights onto YouTube as a video. I'll also add my thoughts and my reactions in terms of an initial reaction, having had a sleep on it. We'll see how it goes at that point. Friday, I am planning to speak to a couple of the Footium team about their plans for the game, where it's sitting just now, the immediate changes that are coming to it in the future, where they want things to go, little changes that have happened that haven't been expected along the way in the development side. So that'll be really interesting as well. That should be back to the normal Friday slot, and it'll be Friday from there on in for Footium videos, with the occasional Tuesday or Wednesday thrown in as we go. And otherwise, you may well see more live streams after Tuesday. I will let you know on the Twitters, so if you want to follow my Twitter, it's @MozaPlays for my personal account. Everything crypto, everything Footium, you will find at PennCityFC. Make sure you're following both of those. And until next time, let's just hope I don't stink the joint out. Let's just hope I'm not terrible at this game. I will see you soon. I will see you on the pitch. Catch you later on, folks.